Yo, what up, YouTube? This is your boy Food Junkie, and I'm coming at you on my way to work. And you know how we get down on my way to work. We're going to talk about something. And today I'm going to address some people and I'm going to address some situations. Shut your fucking door, idiot. And we're going to talk about some things. Some things that is kind of serious. And let me just preface this by saying this. This is not personal. This is no attack against anyone whatsoever. This is just what the real is. Yesterday there was a live where James Caldwell felt compelled to get on his computer screen and pretty much talk and chastise and ask questions as to why people are coming after him, saying that he betrayed Sean's trust and their friendship. And I made a little short video just recapping the day of events and the 5 lives that I witnessed and talked about that. James, you and I had a conversation in my comment section where I said basically, the reason why a lot of people are questioning or have questioned you was because you stated yourself that the friendship was cultivated online in public. So when it was a demise of that, people started side-eyeing you because it seemed to have come out of nowhere whatsoever. We talked about that. You said that you've been basically talked about on his lives before, and he did nothing about that. I also mentioned that, people feel that, what you're doing is paramount to the same thing because you are super chatting people. This is not about your money, so please don't think this is about your money or anyone go that route because this is not the narrative of that. If you be quiet for a moment and just listen to what I'm going to say, you will understand why I mentioned that. That people have seen you super chat people while they're talking about him and downgrading and downplaying who he is and what he's about was not, and you're super chatting them. Your comment yesterday was that people can't dictate when and where and how you give out your money. You're absolutely right about that. You can't. But thinking about that, what you said, thinking about what's been going on, thinking about what's happening on these YouTube streets and who's involved in this gives me pause. And as you know, this has been going on for a while now, and I never really spoke on it before. But today I'm going to speak on it. It's not personal, baby. I like you. But it is something that needs to be said, and you need to hear this, sir. How you take it is up to you. Well, this is not about Sean Bradley at all. This is about, and y'all know I don't like saying this person's name, it's about VS. It's about Susie. It's about the type of person she is and what she has done. Now, when she accused Sean of being John Gacy, that was horrendous. That was something that could not be forgiven. And the fact that you made the comment, sir, that, oh, well, why should I care? It didn't happen to me. It was nothing to do with me. That's why people are looking at you sideways. That's why people are looking at you like, damn, that was your boy. That was your friend. That was somebody that you actually vacationed with, hung out with, talked to daily, was not, and had a true friendship outside of YouTube with. And when this happened, your comment is, or your stance is, well, what should I do? Be upset? Fall out with her because she said that about him? No. Like I always say, you judge people by how they treat other people. You judge people by what they do to other people. You judge people by what have been done, what have been said, how people have acted in the times when they're out there fighting on the street. And I know people say, well, this is YouTube. You fight with whatever you need to fight with. Well, when you fight with a lie that can destroy someone's life, that's a problem for me. And if I was a friend of someone that someone has blatantly lied on, trying to destroy their life, I would have a problem with that. I would not be big upping this person. I would not be kudos this person, saying this person's super chats was not, when they're talking about the same exact person that they have lied on that I was once a close friend to. That's why, sir, people are looking at you sideways and side-eyeing you and questioning your integrity. Now, you can get mad all day long if you want to. You can try to come at me what's not with your slick reeds, slick shades, or your straight on reeds and shades. That's fine. I can handle it. I can handle it. This is not a call or a cry for you to come up off your porch up after me. I'm answering your question, the questions that you've asked. And you can say my opinion is skewed, avoided, or whatever the case may be. But the reality is, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm seeing. This is what's being talked about that's not being said to you. You asked yesterday also, why are people afraid of you? Not a ghost. No, you're not a ghost, but you got a vicious tongue. Your wit is quick, and your reeds are fierce. And no one wants to windmill with the great James Caldwell, because we do respect you. We do like you. But the reality is, in this case, you are wrong, sir. And it's not about Shawn Bradley itself. Look what she has done to a multitude of other people. Look what she have done to 7 Stars yesterday, exposing a childhood trauma as to act as if that was something that 7 Stars should be afraid of or ashamed of. She has no control over the situations in which she has grown up in. Just like your friend, Susie, has no control over the situation that she has grown up in, and that she was accustomed to, and that she has been able to, live through. At least just physically live through, I should say. The difference between 7 Stars and the Shawn Bradley and everybody else that she has attacked that has survived and thrived is that they got over what their childhood traumas were, while your friend still have not, and still choose to take out that anger and that vitriol on other people that have nothing to do with her childhood trauma. See, the problem isn't that you are super chatting people and being friends with people while it's not, and going places that you want to go. The problem is you are flocking toward people that are dangerous, that has proven track records of being dangerous, that have proven track records of being people of low scruples and low integrity. And we have thought so much more of you. So when you start hanging out with people that we know have low moral standings and low integrity levels, we start to wonder, what do you have in common with them? Mind you, it's none of our business whatsoever. But still, the James Caldwell that we know and love, we never thought would ever stoop to that level to go with these people. Point blank, period. Now, this is not me trying to read you, sir. This is not me trying to talk down to you, because we all know you're damn near 50 years old and you've been growing a long damn time. But so have I. So have I. Now, the difference between me and everyone else is that I don't mind if you choose to attack me. I don't mind if you choose to make a video about me, sir. Because the reality is, everything that you know about me, I've told you. So everything everyone knows about me on this line is that I'm okay with. And whatever people choose to dig up on me, if you knew what I knew, you would leave me alone. But the reality is this, right here. You asked the questions yesterday and no one was answering them. And I felt it was in my place to answer them because it doesn't involve me or affect me. But when you're quiet, you basically not promote, what's the word I'm looking for? Not promote, you encourage, you support that behavior in essence. I can no longer sit quietly and support the behavior and the efforts that this girl is doing. It's ridiculous, it makes no sense, and anyone who don't see it the same way, I have a problem with, because I question their moral standing and their integrity levels. This is not a personal attack against you. This is me answering the questions that you've asked. People are looking at you funny or side-eyeing you or it's not, because as much as we know you or think we know of you, there are still things that we are not quite sure of what's going on and why it's happening. It goes far beyond the friendship of you and Shawn Bradley. That has nothing to do with me. I do not care about that whatsoever. I want you to know why people are looking at you funny, why people are moving differently around you. It's not because they don't like you. And of course, your strong supporters will support you regardless of what you do. But if someone's going to support you when you're right, someone should also tap you on your shoulder and let you know that this is wrong as well. And I know we don't know each other like that, but I'm saying this is why we are looking at you in a way that may not be as flattering as we used to. This is why we are questioning some moves that you're making, because you choose to so I'm looking at the road, you guys. We choose to see that you are aligning yourself. You say you're not aligning yourself with, but it's funny that everyone that you mentioned yesterday in your chat that you are super chatting with or giving money to are the same people who are doing malicious things to someone that you called your best friend at one point in time. That in itself looks shady. The fact that these people are doing things and lying on people and just causing chaos for absolutely no reason whatsoever just to get back at someone, that looks shady. The fact that you choose to align yourself and befriend these people, and you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with, just like we have the opinions that we have. Well, let me rephrase that. I can have the opinions that I have about what's going on. Now, I'm not upset. I'm not angry. Like I said in the conversation back and forth with you in my comments, I am not vested one way or the other. I'm just answering the questions that you asked. How did you betray Sean? You asked yesterday. I don't know how you betrayed Sean. I can tell you what it looks like as to how you betrayed him. Someone called him a child rapist and murderer of over 40 people. You say that you will never, ever be friends with Lady Nika again because she stole your money. Couple years down the line, you make a video about what happened in Vegas. Then, in making that video, everyone that is against Sean is in your chat, and you're shouting them out. Oh, hey, Lady Nika. Hey, this person here. Hey, that person right there. Oh, hey, this one person. Hey, that person right there. All these people who have tried to destroy this man's life on a lie and ruin his credibility. And he said nothing about it. He says nothing about it. Because he chooses to handle his business off of YouTube, I should say. Not saying behind anything. Off of YouTube. Granted, if you guys cultivated your friendship on YouTube was not by your standards, you should be able to let us know why the demise of your friendship has happened as well. All you guys did was have been on this YouTube thing, so you said yesterday. But I distinctly remember, me personally, remember you saying about this whole Vegas thing that you guys had, that y'all chose to do separate events because you guys have become synonymous with each other. Where there was Sean, there was James. Where there was James, there was Sean. So in order for y'all to have your own identities, you said, sir, that you guys made the decision to do separate events. Now, it's not my place to argue with you about what I heard or tell you what you said. But I know what I heard, and everyone who listens to me know that I very rarely get stories wrong. And I very rarely don't reconcile what I say and what I've heard and actually give it to you as this commentary stuff. Now, you can say you didn't say that. You can ask me what video it was. I don't do that. I do not sit up here and pull out receipts. It's not that serious for me. I have other things going on in my life to sit here and catalog who said what, when, where, and why. I know what I heard. I know what was said. When he first announced doing his old Vegas event last year or this year, whenever it happened. Now then, cut to the fact that you made a video, early part of this year was not about what happened in Vegas Gate, what he just told you it was going to happen. Maybe that did happen, but that's not what was said to us initially. See, like I always say, I believe the story the first time, because you don't have time to cultivate another story or tell something different than what actually happened. And if it did happen, was you lying to us then, or are you lying to us now? See, these are questions that I ask. Why I'm looking at the whole situation as in, I'm not getting involved because it doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, I like both of you. The reality is, though, you're out here making moves and doing things with people that are trying to destroy this man's life for no other reason than he is who he is. And granted, you can do whatever you want to do. That's your choice. But you're not going to make people feel bad about questioning you. And you can say you don't like the fact that people lie on you. What lie have I told? What lie have I told? Did she not say that he was John Gacy? Did she not try to ruin his life? Did she not dox people? Did she not try to get people fired? Did she not try to release information on 7 Stars yesterday? Did she not tell you yourself that people have been sending her stuff about you as well? I'm just saying, make it make sense. And it starts to have people wonder and talk about, oh, what does she have on James Caldwell? That's why he chose to turn on somebody. You can say she don't have anything on you whatsoever. I don't know. I don't care. But you can't come on these streets. I don't care how much longer you've been on the streets than I have been on, or how much longer you've been doing whatever you've been doing than I have. You can't come on here and think that people are not going to question you or question behaviors that you exhibit. It's because they are used to a certain James Caldwell, a straightforward, straight shooter, which you seem to be. But there's also holes in what you do and what you say. When I remember things being a little bit different than what you actually admit to. It's not that I don't like you still, because I do. Still watch you. Still will watch you. You know, but the reality is, people that you are associating yourself with, I just don't fool with. And I'm keeping it real with you, keeping it honest with you, keeping it funky with you. It is not that, you know, I think that you are a bad person or something like that. That's not the case at all. It's the fact that the people that you are associating yourself with are bad people, are people that dox us, are people who try to destroy people's lives outside of this YouTube thing. And that is something that I just don't like about their character. And if you're so comfortable hanging out with them, well, it's not, it leads me to question your character. See, people that I hang out with, well, it's not, be it associates, be it friends, be it coworkers, be it family members, be it whoever they are. If they don't align with who I am and my beliefs, I don't hang out with them. I don't shout them out. I don't talk about them. I choose to stay as far away from them as possible. But that's just me. And I know that you and I are totally different people. So I understand that. People don't get a second chance to hurt me. People don't get a second chance to lie on me, to threaten me. You don't get that second chance with me. I believe you the first time. And I watch what you say and what you do to other people. So therefore, I can know how to govern myself around you. Like I said, when you have people up here lying, doxing, threatening, intimidating, and speaking on people's name in a malicious manner, hopefully to destroy them, hoping to break them, hoping to look into their eyes and watch them break, I have a problem with those type of people. I don't like bullies, period, of any kind. And when you are aligning yourself with these people and governing this behavior and promoting this behavior and rewarding this type of behavior, I have a problem with that. I really do. Now, I hope that I answered all the questions you asked yesterday. If there's any other questions that you may have for me, feel free to contact me or make a video or whatever the case may be. It's up to you. But the reality is, that's why people are looking at you with a side eye. People are questioning your behavior, questioning your recent moves, I should say. Because until you come out and say, well, XYZ, he did XYZ to me, but it's not, I'm sorry, people are not going to understand. You can't say because I said so and expect us to act like children and fall in line. Nobody here are children, girls or boys. That's another thing that I've noticed as well. You keep calling him that boy, that boy, that boy, that boy. That's a grown-ass man. He's 36, 37, 38, whatever, how old he is. He's that age. More than capable of taking care of himself and more than capable of being a grown-ass man. Just because you may be a couple years older than him and I, don't mean you know more than anyone. It's that condescending attitude and that higher than thou attitude that also people are looking at like, damn. I'm just saying. Age does not dictate experience. You have your experience, he has his experience, I have my experience. They're all different, and our ages have nothing to do with it whatsoever. Because a 50-year-old man that lived in a bubble and that was in a environment where he was nurtured and cared for have a different experience and life experience than someone who is 20 years old who grew up on the street in a hard knocks life. Does this make it better or worse? No, it just makes it different. We all must learn to respect each other's differences, respect each other's life journeys. And that's one of the many problems we have here on this YouTube thing, that we think that we know it all because we are older or we have a little bit more different experience than someone else. Take people for who they are and make the decision to either take them or leave them. And if you choose to leave them, it's your choice, it's no one else's business. But don't expect the people to know after you said friendships was cultivated here on YouTube, but yet they're not explained when there's a demise of the friendship. You know how this thing works. You know how this works. You've been on here much longer than I have been on here. You know that people want to know, people are going to ask questions, people are going to talk about it, people are going to assume. And if you can't tell us what's the real story or what really happened, why the follow happened, you can't get mad or should not get mad, because you can do what you want to do. You should not get mad by people assuming and questioning and come up with their own narratives if you're not willing to give us the narrative that is actually happened. Now, this is not me trying to chastise you or berate you or read you in any way, shape, or form, because it's not that at all. It's just me answering the questions that you asked. Once again, I ask questions and answer questions for clarity. I know I make a lot of videos about being silly and playing around and things of that nature. But the reality is, if you watch my first couple of videos, this is where I've always been with it. This is what I've always said, and I've always told you who I was. I tell people who I am. I show you who I am. It's up to you to either believe it, take me seriously, or not. On my way to work, you guys. You know. I just had to make this video because it was just wearing on me, because I was trying to be nice and I think I was still nice, and respectful. I try to be, at least. That's just who I am naturally. But, well, not really naturally. Who I try to be naturally. But it's just something that needs to be said. Like, everyone is tiptoeing around it, everyone is beating around the bush, everyone's not saying what needs to be said, what they feel, and things like that, and people are talking behind the scenes. And that's how all this shit happens, because people talk behind the scenes and not say it straightforward to someone. And hopefully they take it with the grace and love that is meant to be given. But anyways, I'm on my way to work, you guys. I need to get my mind right. Hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all have a great weekend. I will see y'all over the weekend. Of course, you know I will see you over the weekend doing some arts and crafts and things. But, as always that I say, love yourself. Love someone else. Respect yourself. And respect someone else. I wish everyone have a great day, a great weekend. If you're going to work, if you come home from work, be safe. Hug and kiss your loved ones. Take some time for yourself, of course. And until next time, this is Food Junkie. And I'm out. Exasperation, y'all. Exasperation. Y'all have a great day, okay? I love you guys. Peace out.